After tonight's 125-107 win over the Houston Rockets, the Dallas Mavericks have officially entered the 5th seed. And it is a wonderful day to be a Mavericks fan. Happy Easter to everybody. But we got to talk about this game. It was absolutely amazing from start to finish. The Dallas Mavericks were just playing their best brand of basketball again. Luka Doncic was just unstoppable. Kyrie got it going in the second half, and the guys were just hitting their shots. And as we've said often on this channel, when the guys hit their shots, we're a tough team to beat. The Dallas Mavericks are making it hard for everybody in the West, whether you want to make the play-in or make the playoffs. It is not easy for anybody, and the Dallas Mavericks are saying, hey, the West runs through us, and we're making it known here. But we're going to break all that down in this video. How are you guys going? My name is Marcel Martin, and this is Mavs Digest, giving you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we go into this little breakdown video, 62.9% of you guys watching are not subscribed. That number is going down day by day. But if you're enjoying all the content that we're bringing you, the post-game vids, the live streams, the news vids, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on a single thing that we're doing. But we got to talk about tonight's game, which was just absolutely amazing. It was a little bit of a slow start for like the first few minutes, but once we grabbed that lead, we never lost it. The Houston Rockets looked like they couldn't hit any of their shots, and it looked like we were hitting all of our shots. PJ was hitting threes, Tim Hardaway Jr. was hitting threes, and Luka was just making it rain left and right. He was like 3 points away from a 50-piece. He's also 1 3-pointer away from being the Mavericks' all-time record of most threes made in a season, and he's tied for it. It's crazy. The Dallas Mavericks are here. And if we haven't already been here, we're here now. We're ready. The playoffs can start tomorrow, and I'm not worried about a thing. And honestly, after tonight's game against the Houston Rockets, who were just heating it up the last 11 games, they're on an 11-game win streak. After tonight's game, I'm fairly certain that we can make it to the finals. Whether or not we win it all, that's to be seen. But if we keep playing like we played tonight, if we keep doing all the right things, if Jason Kidd continues to make the right calls, the right plays as a coach, it's going to be really hard to beat this team. But let's go ahead and break down the box score for the Dallas Mavericks. PJ with 12 points, had 1 block, 1 steal, 2 assists, 6 rebounds, with 2 of those being offensive boards. He was 3 of 5 from 3. Derrick Jones Jr. had 2 points, had 1 steal, 1 assist, and 5 rebounds. He played good defense. Daniel Gafford had 6 points, 5 blocks, 1 steal, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. And Kyrie Irving, he only had maybe 5 points in the first half, turned things up in the second half with 24 points, 1 steal, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. He was 4 of 9 from 3. And Luka Doncic, the man of the hour, had 47 points, 2 steals, 7 assists, had 12 rebounds. It was 9 of 16 from the 3-point line. And off the bench, we had a few guys in garbage minutes, but Maxi Kleber had 2 points and 4 rebounds. That man, Max, he played a few minutes in garbage time. He didn't have any points, but he had an assist and 2 rebounds. But Tim Hardaway Jr., he was finding his shot. He finished with 9 points, 5 rebounds. He was 3 of 6 from the 3-point line. And if we scroll just a little bit further down, that boy Dante Exum, the Inferno, had 13 points and 2 assists, 1 rebound. It was 3 of 3 from the 3-point line. That man Dante Exum said, I just hit a big-time 3 against the Sacramento Kings. And you know what? I'm going to keep it going against the Houston Rockets because you can't stop him. You can't stop the man when he's hot. He's Dante's Inferno for a reason. The Dallas Mavericks had a great game against the Houston Rockets. The defense was incredible. For the most part, down the stretch, the Rockets tried to make a comeback. I mean, they were down by like 25 points. They brought it in like within 18. It didn't really matter at that point. But for the most part, our defense was amazing. We didn't really foul too much. The refs were, you can say what you want about the refs, but they kind of let a lot of things play through. We played great, solid defense. We were active on the boards. We were running in transition. We were knocking down our shots. And there was just no answer that the Houston Rockets could come with. They were trying to hit their threes. They were missing everything. They tried to attack the paint. They did outscore us in the paint, but it still wasn't enough. They tried to play make, and they were just turning the ball over. And it was just incredible for the Dallas Mavericks. But let's go look at the Houston Rockets box score real quick. Jabari Smith Jr. had 28 points, 3 blocks, 2 assists, and 7 rebounds. Thompson had 8 points, 2 steals, 1 assist, and 7 rebounds. Dylan Brooks, 0 points, 1 assist, 3 rebounds, 0-7 from 3, 0-8 from the field. Shanghai Sharks are calling. And Fred VanVleet finished with 10 points, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. And Jalen Green finished with 12 points, 1 steal, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. Off the bench, they had some help from Whitmore, put up 13. Aaron Holiday had 16. Landale had 11. Like I said, they were going deep in their bench, trying to find somebody that could get a shot off, but it just wasn't enough. The Dallas Mavericks had the answers on defense. We have the answers on offense. What more needs to be said? This team is ready. We are ready for a deep playoff run. If we have to see the LA Clippers in the first round, so be it. Let's have a little revenge game. Kawhi can't do it all. Paul George can't do it all. Russell Westbrook ain't the same man, and James Harden ain't James Harden. I'm not worried about them. If somehow we see the Oklahoma City Thunder in the first round, bring it. They're inexperienced. They don't have the size to bang down low with Daniel Gafford or Derrick Lively. Sure, you got Chet Holmgren, and he's paper thin. I ain't worried about no Chet Holmgren. The Dallas Mavericks, we have the size. We have the length. We have the defense. We have the offense. Luka Doncic, 47 points. And coming from Achilles soreness. We saw against the Sacramento Kings the other day, one of his knees was bleeding. The other knee was sore. The man didn't look injured at all this game. I was worried. I was talking about maybe we rest somebody. You know, maybe we can let a win get away from us. Shame on me for not believing in this team. And shame on anybody else who thought otherwise or thought just like me. Because this Dallas Mavericks is just, we are showing everybody, game in, game out, day in and day out, that we are true contenders in this league. That we're not pretenders, we're contenders. That we are a tough team to go by. I said in the intro, the West goes through us. If you want to make the playoffs, you got to see us. And I'm talking to you, Sacramento. I'm talking to you, Phoenix. You want to come into the 6th seed, you got to see us. We're in the 5th seed sitting pretty. Right now, you got to go through the Pelicans, but you got to see us first. And if you want to make the play-in, Houston, I know you're trying to knock off the Golden State Warriors. You want to make it to play-in? You had to come through us, and you failed. 11-game win streak amounts to nothing when you see this Dallas Mavericks team hitting on all cylinders. When everything gets going, when the shots fall, when the defense is going, it's tough. It's tough, and shout out to Jason Kidd for just having great lineups, timely timeouts, and just trusting the guys on the floor. We saw extended run from Jaden Hardy today, which I loved. It wasn't just garbage time, and he was looking great too. Hopefully he continues to get some run. Maybe not in the playoffs, but for the rest of the season. We got about 8 games left. Why not play a little Jaden Hardy? Want a little Hardy party? Oh, man, the game was great. It was just fantastic. I really don't have too many critiques except maybe hit your free throws, right? But let's get into the segment of tonight's video. Talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. And the good, got to give it to the man Luka Doncic. After coming, like I said before, coming back from injuries. Not really injuries, but dealing with his Achilles soreness and his knee bleeding and just looking like he's banged up. You got to admire the guy that you can trust him, that he knows his body well enough to not risk an injury. If you're not feeling good, take the night off. But Luka just powers through it, dropping almost a 47-point triple-double. 47-point double-double, still great. Almost a triple-double, 47 points. He had like 20-plus points in the first quarter. Insane. Luka was really trying to go for it all tonight. And so the good was Luka Doncic, that after a long stretch of games where we were just relying on good team ball and good defense to win us games, why not take it back to the old school and let Luka carry us one time for the one time? Because he looked fantastic. The bad, I got to give it to the free throw disparity. I mean, the refs, they're going to do what they're going to do. But if you look right here, we were 5 of 9 from the free throw line. A few of those no calls, I think we should have gone to the line a little bit more. But I can't be too upset about it. But if we look at the Houston Rockets, 16 of 19, that's a big difference. But like I said earlier, for the most part, the refs were kind of letting things play out, letting it get a little bit physical. But you know, I mean, we got the win. You can't really be too picky or, you know, point out little things like that. I can't be a little ticky-tacky, but the refs, you're always bad. The ugly, I got to give it to the Houston Rockets, man. That game was just ugly from you guys. You were on an 11-game win streak. And I posted a tweet, a few hours before the game saying the Rockets have only been really beating sub-500 teams, minus the Oklahoma City Thunder. They didn't really have a real test like us yet. Let's see how they're going to do. Who's the king of Texas? And you know what happened tonight? The Dallas Mavericks crown themselves the king of Texas, because you can't crown yourself unless you beat us. We hold that crown. We wear it very nicely on our heads. So the ugly goes to you, Houston Rockets, for just letting us blow you out of the water, 125-107. It was just sad. It was just ridiculous. It was whatever adjective you want to describe this game. It'll probably fit because the Dallas Mavericks are here. And like I said earlier, I think we can make it to the finals. I'm not worried about any team in the West in a 7-game series, and that's including the Denver Nuggets. I'm not worried about them. I have faith in this team. Like I've been saying for a while, we got to uplift these players, like Tim Hardaway Jr., who's been in a little bit of a slump, but he hit 3 threes tonight. Uplift him. Let's uplift him, because we can win without him, but we are unstoppable with them. Jason Kidd, he had a weird rotation today. For the most part, Jason Kidd had a good game coaching. He had a weird lineup where we had like Jaden Hardy, Dante Exum, Tim Hardaway Jr., and Kyrie. We had like 4 guards. I'm like, I don't really like that. But Regardless, let's uplift Jason Kidd and realize that we have a good coach on our hands. He's not the best coach in the league, but he is far from being the worst coach, and he's a coach that the players like. Let's uplift Coach Kidd and hope that he can continue to do well as a coach for us. Let's uplift the whole Dallas Mavericks team. The playoffs are around the corner, and we are ready. No play-in tournament for us. We the 5th seed, baby. We're going to be there. But until next time, man, Tuesday, we are playing the Golden State Warriors, and at halftime, as we're going live, at halftime, we're going to do a little spin the wheel of names for our free jersey giveaway. If you want to be entered in the free jersey giveaway, all you have to do is become a channel member of any tier. You're automatically entered in that giveaway. The winner will be announced on April 2nd, Tuesday, against the Golden State Warriors at halftime. We're doing a giveaway every month, so consider being a channel member. Check out our Twitter and Discord links in the description below. Until next time, y'all take care. Peace.